Good morning. This is Margaret at the University of Sewing, and it's Facebook Live. And look who I'm with. I have Kaitlyn and Pat, and I'm so happy.
Hello.
So we are back in business. Everything is going wonderfully, and we have so many exciting things to tell you about this morning. This is like, every time I think, well, what were we going to do for Facebook Live? And then there's all these things that happen.
Always something.
Always something. Well, guys, I don't know if you caught the little emails or any of the things about this yet. Actually, I don't think there's been any emails about this yet because it just happened yesterday. But yesterday, our friend Whitney, who has Tomkat Stitchery, and she has this wonderful YouTube channel. And if you haven't gone there, if you have any interest in clothes at all, you should totally go on there and check out Whitney. But even if you don't have interest in clothes, the video she did yesterday is worth the price of admission because she actually unboxed a 770 that we have loaned her for the next year because she's going to be our ambassador. You know how Bernina has ambassadors and they do different things and they're always talking about the Bernina brand and they use their sewing machine to go ahead and make wonderful things. Well, Whitney is going to take this next year. She has got a 770. She's got an embroidery unit. And we are going to teach her. She's coming in next week to learn how to use her 770. And then it may be actually 2 weeks from now that I think about the dates. Bless you. And she did her unboxing of her 770 yesterday. She was so cute about the whole thing. She's in the process of getting her filming studio and her sewing room redone at her house. So she did this all in her kitchen.
Oh, gosh.
And this gal is so darn funny. She did the whole thing and she just makes you laugh through the whole thing. She's got an infectious laugh that makes you just happy to watch her. And she's been a friend of mine for a long time. So we've got her to do this for us because she has a lot of followers on YouTube, and I think it's going to be good for both of us. I was reading through some of the comments yesterday that she got on her video with doing this. There was a nice lady who was really excited about everything, and she goes, I've been ordering stock fabrics from Europe for the last how many years? I'll bet we can save her a ton on shipping. What do you think?
I bet we can. Yeah.
I think we can fix that for her. So I'm really hopeful that she will look through our website at universityofsewing.com and see all the stuff fabrics we have, and maybe we'll have a new customer.
Watch for orders.
Yes. So we're really excited to have her. She's fabulous. Again, the name of the website is Tomkat Stitchery. She does some really interesting things. She has got some deals with some different pattern companies. Yesterday, on Friday, she had a $5 pattern deal. Ooh. You need to watch this in particular.
I do.
You know, so what she does, she has a lot more independent pattern companies she deals with than just us. So I think when you start watching it and you see, I think that it is every Friday she has some sort of $5 pattern deal. So go on to her YouTubes, look at that. We're going to be, I think, really great partners. I think that we're going to see a lot of really cute stuff come out of this. She got some fabric while she was here. You should see. And she makes stuff for her daughter. She makes stuff for herself. She's getting ready to go to a wedding in Italy.
Oh,
yeah, pretty
that sounds
cool.
so dreamy.
Yes, it does. So we will see all the cool stuff that happens from this wonderful partnership. And I just want you guys to support her like she's supporting us too. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So we have a couple more really exciting things.
Do we have a giveaway?
Oh,
we
yes.
do.
Actually, you get to do this one, Kaitlyn.
So we have this beautiful Star Galaxy quilt pattern. Let's see what the size is.
I think it has a variety of them. So let's see what happens. Is it on the front? Oh, that's not useful. Kay England did this.
I tried my best.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
58 by 58.
But you know the really cool thing is, you guys always do know the really cool thing. You can always make it bigger. So it's not that hard to do. Yesterday we had a customer come in and she was like, I want to make this quilt. And she basically wanted to make it longer and wider. And that's what you'd probably want to do with this quilt. You'd want to make it longer and wider so it fit over a bed. If you like it for a bed, but it could be a great wall hanging.
Yeah.
The really cool thing about these center blocks here is that it gives you the ability to fussy cut if you want.
Oh, cute.
It gives you the ability to use charm packs if that's what you want to do. And so you've got some really great things. So, you know, making it bigger is just a matter of adding more blocks. It's not hard. If you want us to figure out the math for you as far as what you would do for your yardage for your fabric, I do that all the time. It's not a big deal.
I always have to have Margaret do it for me because I'm terrible at it.
No, I don't mind doing it. I used to, at one point in my world, long time ago, I managed a store, all their fabric in their store, and I always had to answer all the questions about doing the home deck stuff. So people would come in and say, I want to cover my windows with this pretty fabric. And I'd be like, oh, how much yardage do we need?
Yeah.
So,
And I'm sure inevitably they would say too little of it. And you'd be like, no. You
just
more.
need to be careful because nobody wants to get into a project like that and not have enough fabric.
Yeah.
So we ended up, you know, we figured out what we needed for this wonderful lady. She's been a customer for a long time. And she just, you know, is like a lot of people. Sometimes that math is a little daunting. But we're always happy to do that. So if I can help you, just let us know.
Just don't ask me for help.
Okay, what's the other part
The
of the
other
gift
one is a chic cowl neck shift. And there's two views, and I'm going to switch it over to the back. So you can see you have a longer sleeve, and then you have one that's sleeveless. I'm going to shift it to the back so you can see the illustrations of both of the views.
And this one has been made to do with wovens, but you know what, guys? Something like this is very easily transferred over to a knit, especially a really nice, stable knit like the stock knits. It would look gorgeous in those.
Yeah.
So you can use it for either thing. And how they get to do the...
Well, what you have to do is share it on Facebook.
You mean like Donna?
Like Donna, yes. Again, our grade A students. Share it on Facebook and make sure then you put in the comments shared so we know that you've shared. And you all have 24 hours to do so, so get to sharing.
All right. I knew that she would do that wonderfully, and I'm going to hand that off as much as I can now because I get all tongue-tied sometimes. Sometimes when I say something over and over again for some reason.
You've said it a lot, too.
Yeah, and I have. And sometimes I don't know why that happens that I get tongue-tied like that. Okay, so other really, really cool information for you guys. We're an affiliate for OESD. OESD is the place where you get your stabilizers and your thread and your designs for quilting and doing your embroidery for your long arm quilting. And do you know what other things that they do designs for? Because I keep on looking at they've got like a million different things that they say in there. And is it just for different machines, or is there something else that some of those designs?
I'm trying to remember. I just usually buy designs for long arm and for embroidery. But I've also gone on there several times and looked for free, because they always advertise a free or $1 patterns.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Okay, guys, we have a special request for you. If you are doing that sort of thing and you're getting on there, since we're now an affiliate, I'm going to send out an email. We're going to put this on Facebook, and we are also going to go ahead and put the actual address. See, basically, we've been given a number, and this number is 322013. But the cool thing is there's a QR code. Now, surely everybody knows what a QR code is now since COVID, because everybody was using them in the restaurants. So what you do is you hit your camera, you go over the QR code, and then what it does is it gives you an address to go to, and then look at this. Now, Pat's phone has sent her to Embroidery Online, by OESD. And now she can go and shop. Now, what if you don't want to do this on, I don't like doing this on my phone. The designs are too little. I can't really see it. Well, if you use this address, it's also going to take you to OESD, and we will get credit for that purchase since you're our customers and you're using OESD. So that is going to be super helpful for us, and it'll be really good for you because now this whole next year is going to, we didn't maybe really discuss this a lot when we got back from Bernina University. But one of the things that Bernina had thought that they would do this year is really focus on embroidery.
Oh.
So in the coming weeks, there are embroidery mastery classes. I know a lot of you have the embroidery machines. So we're offering the embroidery mastery classes. And don't forget, if you have already taken the mastery class and you want to come back and just kind of get some more tips and tricks, because you never learn it all the first time through, do you? I mean, I don't feel like you do.
You're overwhelmed by just how turning on the machine.
So if you have the embroidery and I was telling you about Tomkat Stitchery. She's going to be using the embroidery. So we've got all these different things are going to
so many techniques.
So many techniques and resources and things. And some things are going to work for some people and they're going to not work for others. OESD has a ton of videos. We're going to start sharing those. And already some of you saw our email on Thursday. If you didn't watch that video yet, it is still available to you. You can go in and watch it. It is all about embroidering, quilting with your embroidery unit.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So
I just saw that.
I know that Alice watched it. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I'm coming to the embroidery basics class. So I will be doing that. Whitney's going to be in that class with me.
Oh,
so
fun.
We are filling up these classes like crazy, guys. I am shocked at how much they're getting filled up and how things are going. So I want you to make sure that you go on our class list and make sure you sign up. Already the Bernina Mastery on just sewing, the black bobbin class has filled up. I've got to get another one on the schedule. We've got a silver bobbin class we're going to do for those. We've sold a bunch of the pre-loved machines recently, and a number of those are silver bobbin machines, either a rotary bobbin or a CB bobbin. A lot of things in that class would be helpful for almost anybody. So if you have like a 330, a 325, a 335, or maybe even you've got a 215 and you never took the mastery classes. So these might be really useful for you. So I'm going to offer that very soon. I've got to just get it on the calendar, make sure we've got coverage for those days. Let me see, what else? Okay, so the embroidery, you have two options with the basics class for that. Either you can do it as an all day or you can do it as a two-part class. I don't think the two-part class is filled up yet. So if you're wanting to do that, if you have already taken it, and I've told you guys before, but there might be some new people. I don't care where you bought your machines. You can come and take our class. The first time you take it, there's gonna be a fee for materials. And then after that, what you can do is if you want to take it again so you don't get charged, just call us and we'll sign you up for the class. By the way, remember everybody, what happens when you take a class, Randy?
You get a discount.
Yes. And that discount is, do you remember what the discount is?
Oh gosh, is it 25?
No, it's 20.
20.
Still pretty good.
It's
Still pretty good, guys. So you'll get a 20% discount. When you go on OESD and you order things, remember they're going to have some deals for you to be able to use. If you will please use our affiliate number, I'd be so grateful. We, of course, have the stuff here. And we've got it, so if you want to buy from us directly, that's fine. But we don't have the designs in-house. So you do have to go over there. So maybe what would work for you is if you see what you need here, we'll be happy to do that. But we'd be really grateful if you use that QR code or you go ahead and go to the website as we've got. It's here in the shop if you want to come in and take a picture of it. So, but it'll be sent out in emails. If you haven't gotten our email list yet, you might want to do that. I try to put this stuff out on a regular basis. I think what we'll start doing now, since we're doing so much of this embroidery stuff, we'll try about once every 2 weeks, making sure there's an embroidery email.
Oh, yeah.
Just about embroidery.
And Alice brought up that next week is an embroidery fun club. So
Oh, that's right, there is. And you know what? There's plenty of space left in that. So please go ahead and sign up for that if you haven't done it. There is also going to be open sewing after that, so you can come and hang out with us. There's also going to be a mastery class for the software.
Yes.
Now that is different than software inspirations. Software inspirations, you go in and learn a specific technique for that day. The mastery class is teaching you how to use that software.
Right. So
You have the software, don't you?
I have the software. The mastery class, I believe, is 10:30 to 12. And then the embroidery classes 1 to 3, and open sewing's from 3 to 5.
Yes, because on Saturdays we're only open until 5. So
is there
go on
chocolate?
I'm sorry?
Is there
Always
chocolate?
Is there chocolate? Ask if there's snacks around here. Are
Always.
there ever snacks around here? Guys, do we have snacks?
We have a snack
We
bowl back
always
going.
have, yeah, and there's usually something. So Dave needs to make a trip and get some more snacks. So anyway, we now have to go over here. Dave, you have to take a picture of like our class bulletin board. And I want you to get in and show the quilt that is on that board, because it is just amazing. So, okay, so this is called the BCT pattern by Rachel Burke. Look how gorgeous this is. This is really fabulous. This quilt was designed based on a old theater we've had in Bloomington. It's over 100 years old. And in the floor, when you go into the lobby, this is the tile work on the floor. So how cool is that Rachel designed this entire quilt based on that? It is a small wall hanging, but of course we can always make it bigger. And the really wonderful thing about this is you can take a class with her and see how to make this. This class is towards the end of January. Go online at theuniversityofsewing.com and go to our classes, and you will see this, because this picture and her picture are on there. So this is a really unique opportunity. Rachel has won all kinds of awards for her quilts. She has only been a quilter for a couple years, guys, but look at this gorgeous work. How nice.
Beautiful job.
She's got her points perfectly. She's got everything nice and square. It's super cute. And I love this. I love this little flange she put around the quilt. I think this is a clever technique. You're going to learn a lot from her. She's really sharp, very fun, has a lovely personality. She is just a real sweetheart. I think that this is really going to be helpful. This is the we're doing another embroidery class on January 21st from 1 to 3. It is from our classes from Smith Street Designs. Alice will be leading this, and we are going to learn about machine applique. So there's a ton of things. I've got I've got a little calendar right here. I want to remind everybody that we had to reschedule our Q series Stitchwise event. That has been rescheduled for April, and we are bringing in Fippins, thank you. I almost said her name wrong, and I just wanted to make sure I was saying it correctly. So Robin Fippins is going to be here. Robin is a doll. She has got a great personality. We had met her at Bernina University. We spent a bunch of time with her. She just is a really happy individual, and that is until April, so you have plenty of time to plan. So if you've been thinking about a long arm, whether you're thinking of a sit-down version, or you're thinking about a studio frame, or you're thinking about the pro frame with the Q-matic on it, this might be just the way for you to figure out what you are wanting and what particular machine you want. You know, it's always a good idea to test things out and make sure that it's going to be what you really want. We had a customer who came in recently, and she had purchased a sit down, and then she realized no, what she really wanted was a frame. We traded in the sit down, got her the frame. She's set and ready to go. Really good deal for her. She's extremely happy. You know how I can always tell they're happy?
How?
I don't hear from them.
Oh. Margaret, when is that rescheduled?
For the it is for the 20th and 21st of April. It's a Thursday and a Friday. So why I say that gives you plenty of time to plan. If you're working right now, ask off. That's it. Just ask off. Okay, so we've got that going on. And what was the other one I wanted to tell you guys about? I had just thought of, you guys have been asking and asking and asking for a ruler work class.
Oh, yeah.
How would you like to come to a ruler work class? I have taken a virtual ruler work class with Bernina, and you certainly can do that. But I will tell you what, it's a lot more fun when Denise teaches it.
Always.
So Denise has been really trying hard to get to the point where she feels like she has information now to impart to us. And I think that this is going to be a fabulous class. If you've never taken a class with Denise, you're in for a real treat. She is a lovely, lovely teacher. She's very encouraging, and she's one of those people. Honestly, has anybody ever seen Denise mad? I don't think she's ever. I'm pretty sure I've heard from her husband and her kids that she's never been mad.
Wow. That's impressive.
She's got the patience of a sage. So anyway, I am so happy that we can announce a ruler work class. So that has been a big, big request from our customers. And I know the other requests from our customers. We are still working on the whole virtual thing. It is a little more complicated than people realize. One of the bigger problems that we've realized is that now with us getting more popular, we used to be able to take, 15, 20 minutes in the middle of the day, and there weren't anybody here and we could video something. Guess what we can't do now? So I'm telling you guys, I'm so appreciative. I am so, so appreciative. We've had a couple of days this past week that have been just astonishingly wonderful. We are going to have, I'm going to have to make sure I send this out as an email and as a post on Facebook too. We have a teacher coming up from Jasper. She was here for a studio art quilt meeting. Let's see, she was here last month, not this past month. And she was showing off these amazing quilts that are kind of based on a technique that I have never seen before. And it's all hand stitching. And it's all this really wonderful hand stitching. You stitch the entire thing out of just pieces of fabric. And it was so cool. And I have the paper not in front of me, so I can't remember the name of this technique. I believe it is an African technique. And it was so interesting, and it turns out that she is going to be here in February. So I will promise you, I will get that on the website. I will get that on, I'll get that out for everybody as quickly as I can. I just got notice of it yesterday. So I want to mention it and kind of tease you about it. So you can come and see that too. And you can hopefully take some classes. So lots of classes. What have we got here for our giveaway?
This is for our giveaway. Remember, this is the quilt that you can make as a wall hanging, or you can make it bigger, the Star Galaxy.
And that's a K England product.
Oh.
Using the Good Measure rulers.
Yes.
So.
And we have those on sale right now. Getting those chick, and this is that cow neck shift.
And we have this also available too it's an on sale product. Did you guys remember that all the things in our sales section are an extra 20% off right now? We would like them to go home with you. So you are getting them actually under my cost. There's a lot of good deals. You guys know the quality of fabric and the quality of the patterns and so forth that we carry here. We hope you will go on the website at universityofsewing.com. Look at the things that are on sale. If you use the coupon code JAN, capital JAN, 2023.
But you have to share for these.
You have to share for those, but this is available actually in that sale section. So if you don't win it, you could actually still buy it.
Still buy it.
Yes, you can still buy it. So we still have a few of them. So I wanted you to see them, wanted to mention that, but I want to mention the on sale stuff because sometimes I forget to do that when because it's here in the shop, you know, and sometimes I don't think about it, but it's a perfect thing for you guys who don't live close, and you can get some really cool deals. There's some clothing fabric on there. There's some quilting fabric. There's a lot of patterns. There's a lot of different, there's a couple of books in there. So go and look and see what's on sale. Get yourself some really cool deals. Extra 20% off of already 40% stuff. So that means everything's marked down pretty close to 60%. Pretty amazing deal.
Good deals.
So next week, look at the beginning of the week on our website. There's going to be some additional stuff that we're going to be doing for January clearance sale. But those are going to be a lot to do with Bernina, and that's mostly where that's coming from. So, but keep an eye on this stuff. If you haven't been in the shop, you might want to come in and shop and get yourself some really cool deals. Okay, everybody, don't forget about the OESD stuff. Don't forget about the classes. We can't, if we offer the classes and nobody signs up for it,
It's sad.
it's so sad. We don't want that. But you know what? We are listening to you, and we are working on all these things that you guys want. So what I'm going to tell you at this point, there's a fitting class coming up.
Oh.
Like, you can come.
Come for fitting?
Well, what it is you make up your own mock-up of something you're working on, and you bring it, and we fit you. You've done that before,
Yes,
haven't
I
you?
have.
What did you think of that?
I really liked it. And the best part about it, I learned how to
Alter the pattern.
alter the pattern for me. And then I learned how to then make it from another place or another fabric that would more appropriate to what I wanted.
So it's going to be an all-day class that both Alice and I are doing together, and there's still a couple of
Great techniques.
openings. We've already had, I think it's at least half filled right now, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned it. So because it's an all-day thing, so if you want to come up from, you know, Louisville, or you want to come from Carmel or something, it's all day long, so you really are making a good investment. And what I'm telling people is if you want to make even 2 garments and you want to do, I'm pretty sure we can probably do, I can do fittings in my sleep. So it's just, I can. So but just think about this for a second. What you should probably think about in a class like that, what you might want to do instead is you might want to fit the one garment, and then you could bring your sewing machine and your muslin and make a second muslin. And then you can make the decision if you want to work on a different project. Because sometimes just getting the one really correct and that you're very happy with it, it's huge. It's huge. So, and of course we always have the fabric for you to make a muslin, but you probably have something too that will work. So I'm okay either way. Remember, classes, you come in, you take them. Anything you buy the day of your class, you get 20% off. We have a lot going on, guys. We want to see you. And we hope you have a lovely, lovely day. And any of Whitney's wonderful viewers, if you're watching us, thank you very much. And we really appreciate being part of your world too, Whitney. So Tomkat Stitchery, go onto YouTube and look at Tomkat Stitchery. You will really enjoy it. Have a great day, everybody.